Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Alice Butcher.
And me, Kathy Griffiths.
How are you, Kathy?
I'm really well, thank you. I feel as though I'm on a spaceship, though, for some reason, but there we go.
Do you really? Well,
Yeah.
The thing is, the weather has been quite warm, hasn't it? And we've had a couple of little technical problems. So if this edition of the podcast doesn't go quite as smoothly as usual, just bear in mind that we're not NASA. Are we, Kathy?
Not quite, but we're as intelligent as NASA could be. So there you go. Anyway,
Well,
speed on.
Speak for yourself.
Rockets blasting. Crack on, Alice.
Well, the big story that I would like to mention this week, sadly, is the housing crisis facing many people in Oban, young and sometimes not so young. I've been speaking to a couple of people that have been having real nightmare trying to get just even a basic flat in Oban. And they've been trying to just move up to the area to get to take over a business. And things are getting so desperate in terms of the flat situation that they're even thinking about having to camp out. So that's kind of how bad it is. Now, alongside that, I also took part in a meeting of Oban Community Council where this issue was raised again. And some of the members are telling me that people are putting from outside of the area, are spotting nice places in Oban, and they're tabling offers between £40,000 and £70,000 in excess of the actual asking price.
Wow.
Which is forcing sort of young people, they're never going to get a chance to get on the housing ladder if that's the case. It's a strong issue. It's a big issue. It's a serious issue. It's a heavy way to start the podcast. So please, Kathy, give us something a bit positive.
We have got National Carers Week coming up. So we have so many unsung heroes in our community who look after family and friends who need that extra help and support. So there is a special week coming up, and the North Argyll Carers Centre, they're taking part. They're putting on a number of events and some mindful walks. So go on their website, check them out. They want people to turn out and go on walks and dress as brightly as you can, because the message is, you know, these carers need to be visible and valued. So there you go. Go and give them some support. Not such great news, I'm sad to say, is the horrendous dog attack on a sheep at a farm at North Connell. This lovely farmer, Julie Campbell, had been checking out her pet sheep and found one halfway up a waterfall that had been savaged by a dog. Now, this sheep did survive. There's been other dog attacks there in the past, and they haven't survived. This one did survive. It needed sort of looking after by Oban vets who did a sterling job, and the sheep is doing well. But Julie's saying, please, you know, if you're out walking with your dog, you know, make sure you keep it on a lead. Do you really need to come through our fields? Please think again. There's plenty of other thousands of acres around Argyll where you can walk without disturbing or distressing livestock. So there we have it. So lots of stories to read in the Oban Times this week.
Indeed. Now, I've got a nice light one to end. I went out on Saturday to Fearcon Gardens up by Nant Drive. The kids up there have been absolutely amazing. They've had a little play park in the corner there that's been neglected over the years, but the community has come together. Children, parents, residents, grandparents and such like. And there's a real community effort now to breathe new life into the play park, get some new equipment and such like. What they did was they held a bake sale, and it was a bit more, it was a bit wider than that actually. You could get anything. You know, I went up there and I managed to get a couple of chocolate pieces for myself as well while taking photographs. But you know what? There was a lot of people there. If you needed an example of how great the community spirit is in Oban, it was up there at Fearcon Gardens on Saturday. Read all about it in this week's Oban Times. Here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you, so stay in touch, tell us your stories and share those photos. You can contact us by calling 01 631 568 000, or you can email editor at obantimes.co.uk or message us on Facebook. You can pick up a copy of the OT from the usual places, but to get the page-turning digital edition of the Oban Times, go online and subscribe now. So it's goodbye from me, Alice Butcher.
Goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey!